Hello everyone, this is Jamaican08, and I've decided since this week or this month is anti-bullying week, I decided to make a video based on my bullying experience. Okay, now my bullying experience is, how you'd say, quite serious, but yet the reasons for it are quite weird, but to me it felt really sad, and quite upsetting, so let's get right into this. Now, I had 3 bullying experiences. Well, actually make that where I was bullied during secondary school, then I was bullied in primary school. Actually, that's the other way around. I was bullied in primary school, but I don't remember what I was being bullied for. It happened when I was 9 years old, so I don't really remember what happened there. But I can tell you what happened during secondary school. What happened during year 7, 8, and 9, and finally in year 10, which really pushed me over the edge in year 10. So, back when I was 11 years old, I've just recently started school. And, I was basically different from the other people or other students because, I have autism. And, you see, most people often take the mickey out of you, and that's what they did to me. You see, when I was in primary school, I used to count the birthday things. I don't know, it was just something that I used to do. And during year 7, everybody literally took the mick out of me by just saying 1, 2, 3, 4 to me and back then, now that when I think about it, it was quite stupid for me to react like that, but I think it was quite angry. Nowadays, when I see, well, before, it really got me angry, and it actually got me to cry at one point, because, because I felt like I was being hurt. Not only that, my whole class actually started teasing me for it, until they eventually stopped. And then, as they stopped, people around school didn't. They still kept bullying me. And this carried on for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Until it eventually stopped. I mean, eventually I would have to deal with annoying instances with people, being rude to me and stuff like that. But, it felt so upsetting around that point. Because, not only were they bullying me just because I was vulnerable, they were bullying me because it was not really fair of them to really kick a guy when he's down. And it's quite upsetting too. But let me tell you my year 10 bullying story. And this bullying story is, you've seen this bullying story quite a while, and this is quite upsetting and quite sad. Anyway, so what happened was that I was in year 10 when this happened, and my grades weren't as good as they were before in year 11. I've still managed to pass, but, I'm still doing English, but my grades weren't as good as they were before, so, in year 9 and year 8. You see, when I was bullied, when people started bullying me or taking the mickey, by basically clapping their mouth. And I'm not going to make the noise because it's fucking annoying and I don't want to start it up again. But let me just tell you that these 2 boys started clapping their mouth and everybody started doing this. And it really got on my nerves to the point where I actually told the teachers. Of course, the teachers did something about it and they stopped. I thought the bullying stopped. Well, you know how they say never give bullies ammunition? Yeah, well, that's what I sort of did, and in my defense, that was sort of my mistake for actually exposing my fear of spiders. And you see, they use that fear by looking at pictures of spiders in ICT class, and basically making fun of my fear of spiders. So, and let's just say that School wasn't really kind because I had a lot of work to do, and I had to do that work first, or then deal with the bullies. But it was quite upsetting to do that because I regret doing that. But you see, anyways, the bullying got to me, and it really, really did get to me. It actually hurt me verbally and mentally, to the point where I actually wanted to commit suicide. And how many times did I commit suicide? Well, one time. I actually tried to commit suicide 1 or 2 times. I was very suicidal, and I was very upset when I came home because they eventually started bullying me, and it wasn't really fair or funny. Some even made threats to come to my house and started bullying me. And some even, like, attempted to bully me at lunchtime. So, the teachers sometimes didn't help. Even if I told them, they just told me to ignore it. But what's the damn point of ignoring something if they keep doing it? Every time I try to ignore it, they still keep doing it. It makes me want to hurt them. But there's no point, because you're just going to be the bullies yourself. But anyways, yeah. I was bullied to the point of wanting to kill myself. And that eventually got the attention of my mom, who then, talked to my dad about it and my sister about it, because they were upset for my well-being as well. And to see me very upset and wanting me to do my schoolwork was not helping. Schoolwork, I don't care about school. I don't care about my schoolwork. If I'm being bullied, actually no, I do care about my schoolwork. But if I'm being bullied, my schoolwork's gonna have to wait for now. I need to talk about my bullying problems. So the SEN teachers then spoke to the boys, and they actually have a word with the school police officer about bullying, and they talked about the dangers of being bullied. Let's just say that when I was while they were talking, they said that how would you feel if Jamaican Hedgie, which is me, stopped coming to school because he didn't want to be bullied, and or worse, committed suicide? They'd actually have that on their back for the rest of their lives. Because let's face it, bullies don't know they're actually bullying people until it's too late. Because if someone commits suicide, they could actually the bullies could end up getting arrested, or they could actually have a heavy burden on their back forever. And it hurts. Because they often have that guilt that says, why? Why did I bully him? Why? It was all my fault. And yeah, I haven't heard that some people even get bullied, and some even stand up to their bullies, but and I bet you're wondering and afterwards they apologize, and I bet you're wondering, what did I do after that? Did I not accept their apology? Did I hurt them? Did I own them? No. I just forgave them. Because at times, bullies, yes, they deserve to be punished. But while at the other times, they deserve to be helped. I did what any other person would do and turn the other cheek. And I said what Swoozie said, and I quote, "Don't say or do anything that you wouldn't want them to say or do to you." After that, my bullying problem was eventually sorted out. And, I felt actually really good. I mean, nobody was bullying me in my final year of school, so I felt good. My GCSEs were improving as well, so yeah. But here's my advice for any of you people who are being bullied out there today, or being bullied out there. It's not your fault that you're being bullied yourself. Usually, people who bully you are either jealous are jealous of you. Either they have no friends, or they just want or they're just feeling down and they just want a friend. Sometimes bullies can bully you for no reason. Or they bully you just because they want to bully you for attention or something, which is upsetting in my eyes. Now, I'm going to give you some advice for any of you who is being bullied out there. My advice, this is the most basic advice. Tell someone you know. For example, uh, tell your parents, or tell a teacher, tell a guidance counselor, or even tell a friend. People who understand you or know what you're going through. They all know about the bullying. I mean, hell, even famous celebrities have been bullied themselves. Now, telling an adult or telling someone you know does not make you a tattletale, a crybaby, a wimp, or basically anything that bullies will use to keep you quiet. Because they want you to feel afraid of them. They want you to make you feel like they are stronger than you. Don't do that. Just make them feel like you are stronger than them. And it's not only that, bullying doesn't often happen in real life. It can also happen on the internet as well. Some cyberbullies can actually bully people to the point of suicide. Some actually feel remorseful for what they've done, while others just laugh. Which makes me think that they are just sadistic. Anyways, also, here's my second advice. Ignore the bully. If you're a person who doesn't get angry, then you should probably just ignore them. Sometimes bullies just want a reaction from you. And when you don't give them the reaction that they deserve, they'll get bored and move on. This worked for me, but it took 3 years for me to finally ignore my year 7 bullying. I even meet some bullies out there today who even use the same old bullying tactics, and guess what? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because you know what? All they're doing is just making themselves look like idiots in front of other people. They don't realize it, but they are making themselves look like idiots. I'm just there laughing at them because they are just suffering from ignorance. Now here's my third rule, and this should only happen, here's the third advice, and this should only happen if the bully is actually physically touching you. Fight back or stand up for yourself. Basically, if a bully is basically punching you or kicking you or like throwing you in the lockers or something, then, just fight back or just stand up for yourselves. Tell them that you are not going to take their abuse anymore. And once they know that you're not going to take their abuse anymore, they'll walk away from you. Some bullies often will challenge you to a fight. If you're basically have this physical strength that I have, which is basically skinny and scrawny, well, then try your best to defend yourself or like block everything. But if you're like have equal strength, then you should basically fight for self-defense. And and that's basically what I'm about to do. Or if you're really, if the bully really won't leave you alone, then call like a national hotline or child line. They'll basically talk to you about everything that you need to know about bullying, and they'll often give you advice on how to ignore it. And that's that. We've lost too many people. People have killed themselves due to bullying. We've lost too many people. And we can't let this keep happening. Bullying has got to stop. And it must stop. I'll agree it won't stop. They won't get rid of bullying. They'll just try and stop it. But let me just tell you. And let me just tell the bullies out there. How would you feel if someone made fun of you, or somebody was physically touching you you would feel like the person in their shoes, like the person you're bullying. You'd feel pretty upset. You'd feel like the person that you were bullying. You'd be in their shoes. You'd be upset, wouldn't you? Put yourself in your victim's shoes. You'd feel quite upset. And to any victims that are being bullied, try and stay strong. And don't become the bully yourself. Don't try and bully other people, because if you bully other people, you're basically you're basically being the bully yourself. This is a quite serious and yet sad subject that nobody likes. Bullying is quite upset, but there are some instances where you can be safe. If you want my advice, then here's what I want you to do. Try and stay safe and be happy. Okay? Try being with the friends that you care about. Try being around people that you love or that you care about. And let's just face it. Everybody loves you. And you shouldn't feel upset or sad because of it. I'm Jamaican 8, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.